Have you ever bought something entirely useless just to make sure strangers walking past you knew you could afford it? We all love a little attention. But what happens when you build a fake image so big and so heavy that you can no longer run from real danger? Let me tell you about a peacock who pushed his luck way too far. Deep inside the warm green jungle lived a young peacock named Piku. Now, peacocks are already beautiful birds. They have bright blue necks and long green feathers that catch the sunlight. Most birds are happy just to be healthy and fast, but Piku was not happy being normal. He spent all day watching the older peacocks walk around the main clearing. Their tails were huge. Every time an older bird opened its feathers, the monkeys would cheer from the branches and the parrots would whistle. Piku craved that loud noise. He wanted every single animal in the jungle to look at him and gasp with jealousy. The problem was simple. Piku was young, and his tail was still small, thin, and very light. He did not want to wait years to grow a real tail. He needed a fast shortcut to fame. One hot morning, Piku found a thick puddle of sticky yellow tree sap leaking from a broken branch. He tapped his foot in it. It was like strong glue. He looked at the sticky sap, and then he looked at the forest floor around him. The dirt was covered in heavy white stones, sharp pieces of sparkling glass left behind by human campers, and thick, dead branches covered in bright green moss. A terrible idea formed in his head. If he glued these shiny and thick items onto his real feathers, his tail would look 10 times bigger than anyone else's. He spent the entire afternoon working in secret. He dipped heavy rocks and glass chunks into the warm sap, pressing them firmly onto his back and tail. By the time the sun started to set, his fake tail was gigantic, wide, and sparkling. The next day, Piku dragged his massive new tail into the center of the clearing to show off to the crowd. It was a clumsy disaster right from the first step. The heavy stones pulled his body backward. Try as he might to walk tall, his thin legs wobbled under the extreme weight. He took 2 steps forward, tilted too far, and crashed hard onto his back, with his feet kicking wildly in the air. The heavy rocks clanked together loudly. The monkeys hanging from the vines pointed at him and squealed with laughter. But Piku refused to admit he made a mistake. He scrambled up, sweating and panting, dragging the heavy junk behind him through the dirt just to keep up his fake image for strangers. Then came a low, dark growl from the tall grass. A wild, hungry dog with yellow eyes stepped into the clearing. The rest of the peacocks screamed. They snapped their light, natural wings and flew high up into the branches of the thick banyan trees to safety. Piku flapped his wings hard. He pushed his legs against the dirt, but the heavy rocks, the glued wood, and the thick sap held him down like an anchor. He flapped and flapped, his chest heaving, but he could not lift off the ground. The wild dog bared its teeth and lunged forward. Piku tried to run, but his massive fake tail caught on a thick root, snapping him back onto the dirt. He was trapped by the very thing he built to show off. Decorating yourself with fake, heavy lies will always make you too slow to run from the truth. If you want to build real strength instead of carrying fake weight, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next story.